Welcome back, welcome back, welcome to Can't Catch a Break. I am DJ and Dr. Charlene Johnson. Want to thank you all for listening to Can't Catch a Break. We appreciate you. Thank you all for listening and taking time out of your busy schedule to listen to.
Powered by Riverside.
All right, thank you all once again. If you'd like to subscribe, go ahead. Tell us what you think. Yes, it's another day, another day. We have all made it. We have all made it to live again. Yes, to face everyday challenges in life. But one thing about it, we all here can come together. Hey, you know what? And do some positive. That's right. Do some positive. All right. I mean, yeah, really help out and help people, encourage, motivate. We here, yes, to be part of the solution, not part of the problems. Yes, so if you'd like to subscribe and tell us what you think, your opinion does count. Yes. And if you'd like to subscribe, go ahead. We will really, really appreciate you. And we're not here to be critical or judge anyone. We're here to talk about the facts of life, the issues of life that affects us all as human beings, no matter what race, religion, or color you are. Guess what? We all in this together. Yes, right. That's right. We are. So thank you all again, family and friends, and those that's listening first time. We thank you once again for listening to Can't Catch a Break. Can't Catch a Break. Thank you once again. Yes, we really appreciate you. And on today's episode, I really want to talk about something uh, very important. I've been talking about immigration. I talk about a lot of issues, but I want to talk about something here. Immigration, being deported, being deported. Now, according to the, ACLU, you know, American Civil Liberties Unit, right? Okay. Did I say it right? ACLU. You know what that means, right? Of knowing your rights. That's what I'm talking about. Regardless of your rights as an immigrant, you know your rights. Know your rights, regardless of your immigration status. You're guaranteed rights under the Constitution. We all own the Constitution, but we see today now there are some people think they're above the law. Yes, we have witnessed it on the news, on social media. You hear how they talk against. But if you go over other countries, they wouldn't. You wouldn't talk like that, and you wouldn't because they don't tolerate that. Because that's not who they have as respect and dignity of the leaders, in America. And here it's different, a nation of immigrants. So and now we see this deportation when they kick you out of the country, when they transfer you, when they use ICE and all that. They got border patrol, the police, everything is right now pandemonium, right? What could we say? It's pandemonium, but you got to understand this. I know people they don't want certain people over here now, because they say, oh, they're rapists, they're terrorists, they're murderers and all that, and they doing things and they living for free and all that. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. I just want to tell you something. If you was from a country that you had a dictator and he was over there killing people, your families and stuff, when you run, yes, you will run. You will leave that country. You will not stay there. You will get away from that country. You don't want to be there. And that's why people come over here because we're the land of the free. Yes, and people got to understand that who wants to go through that in life? Their kids growing up in violence and chaos. You got good people now that comes over here and get their citizenship, and they work, they appreciate it. And plus, you're gonna have some that that do things, that's illegal for cause them to get deported. But when you think about what it's going to cost to deport, I was reading, it's going to cost $88 billion a year just for 1 million people. Think about that. How would you run the process? Well, how would you do that? Are you going to use the military? Are you going to use the police officers? But also laws come in effect in that when it comes to that, because now you can't go in as a people of no search warrants. You can't do that because it's against the law. Yes, it's against the law. So the thing is, I want to share something with all the ones that's over here that's doing good, making a living, trying to, be a good citizen because you have rights. You're not doing nothing. You're obeying the law. And we have a cold-hearted world. We have a cold-hearted world. Some people are just so cold-hearted, you know. But things I want to tell you too. If a law enforcement asks you about your immigration status, what you need to do, stay calm. Don't run. Don't argue. Don't resist. Okay. Don't obstruct the officer. Okay. Even if you believe the real rights are being violated. You got to do those things just any normal citizen should do. What you need to do is get the person's badge number, get what the car they're driving, their number, who they're with. You want to do everything when it comes pertaining to the 7 W's: who, what, when, where, and why. How. You want to and know your rights. You have the right to remain silent. You don't have to discuss your immigration or citizenship status with the police immigration agencies and other officials, um, they'll tell you an officer used against you in an immigration court. So you got to be wise. Uh, and if you're not a U.S. citizen, immigration, agent, press your immigration papers. You must show them if you have them with you, right? If an immigration agent asks you, they can search you. You have the right to say no. Agents do not have the right to search you or your belongings without your consent of probable cause. So we must know that we read the books. We read according to the law, according to law school. If you're 18, you carry your papers with you at all times. If you don't have them at all, the officers want you to remain silent. Okay, and that way you want to consult with a lawyer. See, this is kind of stuff people don't have the money as those that's trying to get legal status in America, but they don't know their rights, and so these things are being taken advantage. It's been hit, and in some states, you must provide your name, to a law enforcement officer, law enforcement. If you stopped or told, identify yourself. But if you give your name, and you don't have to give them you don't have to answer any other questions. See, that's the law. If you're driving, you're pulled over, an officer can require you to show your license, you know, vehicle registration, proof of insurance, but you don't have to answer the questions about your immigration status. See, you have rights. I know there's a lot of hatred, dislike about people. But yeah, they're gonna be over here, But the thing is, what makes it bad is when the criminals, the ones over here doing illegal stuff, and the people over here that's trying to make a living, go to school, trying to do something. Hey, they're fine. They fine. We don't. We're a nation of hate. We hate. We don't hate. We love. Christians love people. And I know there's a lot of racism and stuff going on in America. You know, God created everyone equal. God has no respect of person. I know people say, "Well, what do you do? Who do you think you are?" So if you have if you are a lawful permanent resident who has to maintain your status, yeah, you have to answer the questions. Just establish your identity as a permanent resident. If you refuse to answer questions, that cause a delay, a deny into the United States. The failure to answer those questions. And if you are a non-citizen, a visa holder, you may be denied entry into the United States if you refuse to answer questions. Now, I want to let you know about that. local ACLU affiliate. Remember what they do, okay? Those are resources. National Immigration Law Center, they know your rights, okay? Immigrant Legal Resource Center, American Immigration Lawyers Association, ACLU Video. If you stop by the police or ICE, if any other languages is for you, Chinese, okay, Spanish, Vietnamese, Hindu, Indonesian, French, Somalia, Portuguese, Creole. Okay, so if you stop by ICE, ICE, everybody knows ICE is. How do you risk? How do you risk to yourself? Reduce the risk to yourself. I mean, the same. You stay calm. I always said that. Stay calm. Do not resist. Same as a police officer. Tell the truth. Do not lie. Do not give false documents. Yes. Okay, so just in case you're arrested, memorize the phone numbers of your family and your lawyer. Make emergency plans if you have children. Take medication. Your rights, you have the right to remain silent if you wish to exercise the rights. So, out loud, in some states, you may be required to provide your name if asked to identify yourself. You do not have to consent and search to your of yourself or your belongings. But the police may pat your clothing down if you suspect a weapon. If you're arrested by the police, you have the right to a government appointed lawyer. Okay? If you're detained by ICE, you have the right to consult with a lawyer. hmm But the government is not required to provide one for you. You can ask for a list of free or low cost alternatives. Okay? I'm just giving you those that are out there right now, families are right now. I can feel the hurt. I can feel, you know, what's going to happen when they go back to those countries. People think about that. Huh? What's going to happen, y'all? Okay. So, if you're arrested or detained, remain silent. Get a lawyer. Don't give any explanation or excuse. Don't say anything, sign anything. Okay. Or make decisions without a lawyer. If you've been arrested by the police, you have the right to make a local phone call. The police cannot listen if you call a lawyer. If you have been detained by ICE, you have the right to contact and consult or have an officer inform the consult or of your detention. Remember your immigration number and give it to your family. It will keep the family members to locate you. You keep a copy of immigration. And I'm just really helping the people there because some people's rights have been violated. You people have seen it. You got this racism. You got a lot of dislike for people, and you see people violate your rights. You write everything down. You remember the officer badge numbers, patrol car number, officer of the agency, the officers where they're from, any other details. Get the contact information of witnesses. If you're injured, seek medical attention. Take photographs of your injuries. File a written complaint with the agency internal affairs. So we got to really, really take heed of what's really going on in America right now. There is a lot of disunity here. Yes, there's a lot of things. Yes. All right. You know, if ICE and the police arrive, if they ask the immigrants, agents, that's what they are. And then the agents or officers to show their badge or identification through the window or peephole. Ask if they have a warrant signed by the judge. They can't just break in your place. Okay? They can't do that. It's against the law. If they say they do, then ask them to slide it under the door or to the window. So you can inspect it. Don't lie or produce any false documents. Don't sign anything without speaking to a lawyer first. Do not open the door unless I shows you a judicial search warrant, arrest warrant, a naming person, the residence. Okay? Know these things. People have led law enforcement in their house without search warrants. And then what happens? We've seen it on the news. How these officers can become crazy, some of them, and do violent things to people. Hmm. Yes, we've seen it happen year down the years. Thank God for for our attorney generals is the ones that are investigating this, so hating these crimes of some of these police officers and doing all kind of things to people when it comes to their rights. It's got to stop. The body cams, that's what they're for, to find out what these officers are doing. They're supposed to uphold the law. They're not, and they're not supposed to not use the law as a weapon. No. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have the right to hire a lawyer if you, in my eyes, if you're written detained by the border patrol. Okay. Yes. Stay calm. The border patrol, do not lie or provide false documents. Remember, never flee. You have rights to remain silent. And what to expect? People have entered the United States without inspection by an immigration official, may be subject to expedited removal from the USA based upon certain criteria. If you are told that you are subject to be expedited removed, ask for the stated reason. Also, if the fear of persecution is returned to your country or origin, you should immediately inform the agents of your fear. At the border crossing, federal authorities do not exceed a warrant or suspicion of wrongdoing to justify conducting what the courts have called a routine search, such as searching luggage or vehicle. If an agent asks you for documents, what you need to provide, the different depending on the immigration status, use status. U.S. citizens do not have to carry proof of U.S. citizenship if they are U.S. If they are in the U.S. If you have a valid immigration documents and over 18, the law requires that you carry those documents with you. If asked by an immigration officer to produce them, show them to the agent. See, this is what's going on in America right now. So much things are happening right now. When it comes to transits, yes. When it comes to the car being pulled over, turn off the engine, the lights, let down the window, part away from the place, your hands on the wheel. On request, show the police the driver license, proof of registration. And goes for any other citizen that's being pulled over, especially like at nighttime. This is what we people have gotten away with. We have seen that where officers have done some things at nighttime. But that's why the body cams are for. Okay, your rights in the car. You have the right to remain silent if you're a passenger. You can ask if you're free to leave. If the officer says yes, calmly leave. If the officer or an immigration agent asks you to look inside the car, you can refuse to consent to the search. But if the police generally believe that you and your car contains evidence of crime, your car can be searched without your consent. So it's like, these are things we need, same as on a plane. A pilot may refuse to fly past if he reasonably believes that the passenger is a threat to the flight. The pilot may not, however, question you or refuse to allow you on a flight because of bias based on your religion, race, national origin, or gender, or ethnicity, or public political beliefs. Yeah, my mouth kind of got tied up there. So if you believe you're placed mistakenly on a no-fly list, you should review the guidelines on a no-fly list. Okay, same as buses and trains. See, you got to understand that the law is still the law. You have a right as a citizen and as a non-citizen. We are under the Constitution, and guess what the Constitution stands? No one is above the law. Okay, you always ask for a lawyer. That's what I always hear. I'm gonna get my lawyer. Let me get my lawyer, right? So I just want to just talk to people out here that's probably wondering, and we're going to be detained. My family's always going back. Know your rights. Be wise. Okay, that's how you can have protection. That's how you just, okay, because if you violate that, you have no protection. They'll expedite you so quick. The laws are over here. And some people say, well, they get away with a lot over here. They get away with a lot. They do. They get away with a lot. They get away with a lot of things. Okay? People say that. Yes. But I just want to tell you that, guess what? Just obey the law. Okay? You have a right. You do have a right. Yes, you do. To be a citizen through legal process. Yes. Is in your favor because if you're not committing crimes, if you're living here on a green card, you have a right. Okay, as the process goes, anybody, no matter what country you are, foreign, we have a nation of immigrants. Okay, what would Jesus do? What would Jesus do? I know y'all don't want to hear that, do you? What would Jesus do, huh? What would he, huh? What would he do? Mm-hmm. He'll be loving. He'll be kind. He'll be helping. Mm-hmm. Yes, think about it. Hmm. So, deportation. Do we really want to see all these people be separated from their families, children? Do we really want to see that? Yeah, I know people saying they're getting free meals, free this rent, they get more than the people that have been here. But see, it's the thing is, people are running for a reason. They're running for a reason. They are running for a reason, and that's what they're doing. So thank you all for listening to Can't Catch a Break. I'm DJ and Dr. Shah. Thank you all for listening. Really appreciate you. Please subscribe. I want you to poll me, tell you what you think. I want to hear from you. Thank you again. All right, all right. So that's we excited. We excited. Me and Dr. Charlene Johnson excited about just hey talking about issues. Hey, we believe in reality. We know this ain't a fairy tale. We know this ain't a storyline. We know this is real. People lives matter. All lives matter. No matter who you're from, where you come from, where you from. All lives matter. You are here. God chose you. God the one made you. He created you. Okay? So we want to thank you all for listening to Can't Catch a Break. Thank you once again. And I'm going to tell you, powered by Riverside.
Powered by Riverside FM.
Have a good and a fantastic and a wonderful and a great and an ambitious and just a life full of blessings. And we just want to say thank you. Please subscribe.